Liquid means rewind. A gunshot means forward. Okay. Spencer just sucks at Erode. He can't adapt to the new Erode system of MX Simulator, and that's why he hates it. Okay. Oh, my Lant. All right. So this is my 450 Pro Race 2018 Salt Lake City. Okay. This was the year that RF shut down, but they had the EMF North American series that was just like RF, had a lot of the same RF guys in it. This was the pinnacle of the racing in the game at the time. It couldn't get any higher of a level. This is the pinnacle of the level. North American 450 Supercross racing in MX Simulator. You can't get any higher of a competitive level than this right here, okay? So I am literally racing with the fastest guys in the game right here. All right. So just to kind of clarify what gameplay you're sitting here looking at. All right. This has been the biggest thing this whole time. Ever since I had any sort of negative opinion towards the Erode system, the terrain deformation system of MX Simulator, this is what all these fanboys about it have been saying this entire time. Oh, Spencer just can't figure it out. Oh, Spencer just sucks at it. Oh, he just can't adapt, right? He can't adapt to the new Erode system, so that's why he hates it. That's why he's talking negatively about it. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and show some of you idiots that still, you just, it's so funny, dude. It's so hilarious. They always, if I ever say anything negative about anything, that's always the first defense, the first comeback. Well, you just don't like it because you're not good at it. You just don't like it because you can't adapt to it or you can't figure it out. This is a very similar situation with me speaking anything potentially negative about MX bikes or anything. It's the same kind of thing, okay? So it's not true. It never has been true. Here is a 450 Pro Race in the game with Erode on. This is the first year that they started doing the Erode system in the game, in the pro racing. So this is arguably the most that it's ever been in the game, the craziest it's ever been in the game, because that's back when they were still running the Erode system way too fucking high. It was just crazy back in these days. They were all over the place with it. They had it super high in pretty much all of the pro races in 2018. So anyways, this has been an ongoing thing of Spencer just can't figure out the Erode system. So, well, this is the very first year that they ran it. Okay, so this is still back in those days when there was not a whole lot of, people experimenting and testing on the Erode in the game and trying to figure out the Erode system in the game. This was still very, very early on. And look at what's going on, okay? I crash in the first corner crash, go all the way down. I'm in dead fucking last, all right? And here I am on lap 4, running 5th. Hey guys, Spencer just sucks at the Erode system. He just can't adapt to the new terrain deformation system of MX Simulator. That's why he hates it. Meanwhile, he crashes in the first corner and he was running 4th place. And the tippity top of the pinnacle of the competitiveness of the entire game. I was running 4th in 4 laps, dog. 4 laps, okay? Then I had a little slide out, got landed on, whatever. Okay? But anyways, it's like, bruh, is it really that I suck at Erode? Or is it more like you boys are just trying to find any way you can to defend Erode? Oh, okay. Now the truth's coming out. Now it's all coming out. And listen, I totally understand there's trolls and haters and whatever. People are going to say anything in the comments, okay? Those are not even the people I'm even talking about here when I make this video. I'm talking about this portion of people that literally believe deep down that that's why I don't like the Erode in the game. That's why I don't enjoy the Erode in the game. And they've thought that way. There's kind of been this little group of people that's developed ever since they started doing the Erode in the game, and I've started giving my opinions on the game. This is not a new thing here, okay? Just letting you know. This is something been going on for a while now. Ever since they started doing it and I started talking about the negatives with it, right? People just, they actually believe that I don't like it because it's just something different in the game, right? Or it's something weird and I can't figure it out. I can't get used to it or whatever the case. But, you know, it's that kind of shit like, well, you just don't like the change. You just don't like something different. You can't adapt to something different in the game, right? And the funniest part about it is I've done just as good with it as I did without it. I just didn't race nowhere near as much with it as I did before it. So, you know, it kind of looks like I haven't got as good of results and things like that because I just don't even want to race in it at all because I think it's shit. Like, seriously, I don't know where people even got that idea in their head. It just got to that point where we got to 2018 outdoors, 2019 RF Supercross and all that. I just got tired of the Erode system. I got completely bored of it. I got tired of it. I got tired of trying to qualify with the Erode on. I got tired of doing all that to the point to where I just didn't give a shit anymore about pro racing in the game. I would still go in there and run a couple pro races here and there just to see what the hell they was doing, you know, and I would get like a 15th or a 10th or something like that. And I think that's where people got that idea, like, oh, he just sucks at Erode, or he just sucks, he can't adapt to the Erode system, that's why he's talking negatively about it. All it really was I didn't give a shit about it at that point. But this should go to prove to you, I can obviously ride on a road in the game. You're not going to be sitting here crashing in the first corner of a 450 pro race and be running 5th on lap 8. You're just not going to be doing that if you quote-unquote suck at Erode in the game or you can't adapt to Erode in the game. It's just not going to happen, dog. Period. So anyways, this race just goes on and on and on. The Erode, the ruts just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And yeah, I can't remember what I ended up finishing in this race. I think it was like 4th or 5th, but it showed that I got like 5th or 6th. That's what I'm saying. Something happened with the timing where I actually finished one position better than it showed on the actual little pit board over there. But either way, I mean, I did just as good in this pro race as I did in any other pro race before they had the terrain deformation in the game. Okay? I literally did. Like, I don't know how this is even an argument at this point. It's just hilarious. This should be proof to you just because people want to say all these things about, you know, oh my God, well, Spencer's just hating this certain thing because he sucks at it. Or Spencer's just hating this one element of a motocross game because he just can't figure it out or he can't adapt to it. Just because that sort of idea starts to get thrown out there and a bunch of my haters start to jump on that idea and make it into something, right, doesn't mean that it's actually true. Do you see what I'm saying? Just because people want to say things like Spencer can't adapt to the Erode, that's why he hates it, doesn't mean that's true. Just because a lot of these Erode fanboys and haters of mine want to, you know, push that idea doesn't make it true. I mean, holy shit. And this is with a guy that I never even practiced with the road in the game. I never even went in there and, you know, let me turn a road on with 10 of my buddies. Let's do this a road practice testing shit in the game. I never did any of that. I never did any of that in the game. I would just ride on these particular, I would go in there and practice and train on tracks without the Erode turned on, and then I would go in there and I would pro race with the Erode on. So I had even less experience and time into the Erode system than a bunch of these other dudes that got super serious into it, you know, and they started really going in there and practicing strictly only with the Erode on, with a bunch of people getting a lot more time into it, really, you know, changing their setup of the bike to try to make it fit the Erode system a lot better and all that. I never really did any of that, dude. I just never, it wasn't fun for me to go in there and run 3,000 laps on a track to get it to build a certain kind of rut. I just didn't care anything about it. So for me to still do this good in a 450 pro race when I had hardly any to no sort of practice with the Erode system or anything like that. Dog, that should go to tell you. And I crashed in the first corner. That should go to tell you. I can pro race on MX Simulator with the Erode turned on. I'm more than capable of running with the fastest dudes in the game with the Erode turned on. I legitimately have no idea where that idea even came from, that I just can't adapt and that's why I hate it. No, I hate it because it's jank as shit. I hate it because it's a modern day game, motocross game feature trying to be put into a game engine from 2007. That's why I hate it. Okay? It's not because I can't adapt to it or I can't figure it out. Good try, though. Good try. But that's not actually the truth. The reason why I hate it is because it feels like I'm playing MX versus ATV Untamed with a terrain deformation. That's basically what you're doing with MX Simulator. It's a game engine from 2007 made by one guy, and they're trying to make a terrain deformation system work in it. It's like, dude, that's why I hate the terrain deformation system. That's why I think it's terrible on MX Simulator, because there's no cushion to the dirt. It's a game engine from 2007. It has created more lag and bugs and canceled qualifying sessions and canceled races in this game than it has ever seen previously before they started running the Erode system. That's why I hate the Erode system on MX Simulator. It's not just because I can't adapt to it and I can't figure it out, right? These boys are funny. That's all I got to say. They're big funny. And you know, the people that try to say these different things, trying to meme or trying to joke around, that's one thing. That's not even the people that I'm replying to right now, right? I'm not replying to the guys that are saying I just can't adapt or I just can't figure out MX bikes as a joke or as a meme. That's not the people I'm talking to right now. I'm talking to those select individuals that genuinely 100% actually believe that, you know, I only hate the Erode system because I can't adapt to it or I can't figure it out, or I'm only saying these certain things about MX bikes because, you know, I can't figure the game out or I suck at the game. Those are the people I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the plethora of the people that are trying to meme or make a joke or whatever. That's cool, dog. That's the internet world. That's all good. I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to all the people that 100% actually deep down, you know, believe this certain shit when that's not actually the truth. Those are the people that I'm talking to here, okay? So if I really sucked at Erode that bad, if I really couldn't adapt to the Erode system of MX Simulator that much, I promise you I would not have finished this good in a 450 Pro race the first year that they ran it in the game. That I literally just wouldn't have even been able to do that if I really sucked at Erode that bad on MX Simulator. It just wouldn't have happened, period. I don't know, once it got to the end of the race, there was so many dudes that was crashed all over the place. The road was just insane by the end of it. So many dudes had missed timing gates. I don't know what the hell happened with the timing at the end, but it was like I almost got 5th, but I actually ended up getting 6th. But it didn't actually properly show that on the timing and scoring. So I'm not really sure how all that went down, but I mean, still, I was right there, fucking top 5 right there at the very end. You know what I mean? I think a dude passed me right at the end. But nonetheless, I never really finished better than top 5 before Erode. And here I was with a full-blown Erode 20-plus fucking Supercross race, and I was still right there top 5 at the very end. So all these boys over all this time that says, oh, well, you just suck at Erode, you can't adapt to it now, you're not as good on Erode as you was before, that's why you hate it, that's why you talk negatively about it. Here's proof to you that was complete bullshit the entire time.